spot, Mike Hansen, which you know Mike Hansen. Do you know?
I do know Mike Hansen. Wow, they're hot tech.
Yeah.
Bro, what a life is crazy.
Yeah, how the world just.
Dude, yeah. I mean, it's like, how do you even? Whatever. Could have never guessed.
They say 6 degrees of separation, right? You know that.
Yeah,
you if you think of somebody, you're probably no more. You are no more than 6 degrees separated.
That's awesome.
In association. You guys are all 3. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4 degrees separated from Kanye. Believe it or not.
And there it is.
There's the Kanye drop.
2-3 minutes in?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
I have not gone back to regular YouTube after my trial of YouTube Premium. Yeah. I had it for 4 months, and then it came up. I was like, I don't want commercials. I'm not going back to that.
YouTube Premium is a gift that keeps on giving.
Yes.
In my humble opinion. It really is. I just
It's more than worth it.
There it is. Come on.
Listen, I'm happy to take that time, okay? I will be the pitch man for YouTube Premium all day long.
Yeah, you got that.
You're gonna go around like a Jehovah's Witness, like, hey, do you have a second to talk about YouTube Premium?
Well, when I think of YouTube Premium, I think of you first.
Good. Which is
Yeah,
crazy,
yeah,
right?
yes, literally.
I'm glad. YouTube, what's up, man? Let me get the plaque, bro. Let me put this shit on my wall, please. Bro, I'm still a little salty about YouTube, but whatever. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
All right, how we feeling? We good? Good? Everybody good? Yeah. Okay, sweet.
Ooh.
Welcome everybody to the Offbeat Podcast, the podcast about music and all things in and around it. My name is Rick Diaz. How's everybody doing today?
Fire.
Awesome. Excellent. So we're joined today by Eddie Saturn. We got Mike Williams over here to my right. The man, the myth, the legend, of course. And then my good friend and colleague, Xander. I don't want to not say his name out loud. I was chastised last time.
Hey, it is what it is.
Yep. And that's Xander with an X.
Yeah.
Can't leave that out. That's contractually obligated. I'm required to say that out loud every time. Just like I'm also required to say that we are thankfully recording this at 413 Zone. Full Frame Media. I'm going to ride that joke as long and as hard as I can. All right?
Breaks fall off.
What did I miss?
So 413 Zone.
Yes.
Full Frame Media. That is a beautiful studio that we find ourselves in tonight. Along with this wonderful, look at this, guys. I mean, we're just well taken care of here. So I feel like it's the least I could do is give a nice shout out to our boy Shannon. Thank you, Shannon, for everything you do.
Shannon.
We appreciate you. We appreciate you. That's what's up. So, Xander, how we doing? Ooh, that was a nice. You see that lean?
He said,
The slip guy.
he Harlem shook around that.
Chicks dig it.
Can we get one more of those, Eddie? It's like a subtle one.
Yeah.
You can't really shimmy too hard
You
with
gotta
the
have a little
mics.
swag, you know?
Yeah. No, I dig it. Xander, how the hell are you, man?
I'm doing great. Tough day at work, but hey, I'm here. So this is to me, this is like a therapy session. So right now, I am ready to figure out whatever it is that we have today.
Ready to pod.
Yeah.
Sorry. See, I get excited. I get
Yeah.
excited. We were just talking before we started recording about, just microphones and how Eddie has the S tier microphone. And honestly, I wouldn't have known that if it had not been for Jake. Jake literally undressed the microphone off camera before we started recording the last podcast. He's like, hey, let me check the diaphragm on this thing. And he just took.
Which Jake?
Jake was on the last one. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Love Jake.
That's a good one.
Yes, Jake is fantastic. He's always welcome on the podcast.
Shout out to Jake.
Shout out to Jake,
shout out
Donnie Dark Pop. Yeah. So Mike Williams,
Yes.
a music nerd,
I could just hear. Yeah,
or
it's like when
a
people say
music
Mike
nerd?
Williams. Yeah.
Is it a or a music nerd?
Hey.
A music nerd?
Yeah, I'm a music nerd.
A music nerd?
Yeah.
How did you arrive at that name?
Good question.
I don't know.
Oh.
Like I was, it's just kind of weird. I was
Yeah.
lifting weights and a lot of ideas, a lot of ideas come while I'm either lifting or in the shower.
Sure.
So the shower, I just try to remember it until I get out. Somebody needs to invent a waterproof pad or something to go in the shower. Yes. And then when I'm lifting, you know, like I rack it and then go to the notes app. Yep. And I was just thinking of music. Somebody asked me a question about music, and I was like, oh, you know, I'm kind of a music nerd. I said it to him in between sets, trying to get back. I was like, I'm gonna remember that.
That's pretty
good.
good.
This is a long time ago, so I wrote it down and then started doing the trademark and all that.
Yeah, I really like that. I mean, I'm pretty sure I met you as Mike Williams, but I think I very quickly understood why the A Music Nerd name or moniker or brand was like kind of like part and parcel with Mike Williams, because it's like you embody so much music.
Yes.
And I wouldn't have known that, obviously meeting you, you know, you're a large man, you're a little bit menacing. So initially I'm like, I need to pay respect to this. But then, you know, whatever, after getting to know you, man, you're a fantastic dude. So like getting to kind of go down the music rabbit holes and having those conversations has always been an absolute pleasure. You guys have a little bit of history too, right?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Now he's a music nerd. His nerd goes like way out. You know, like he knows like what is math rock and stuff like that. I don't even.
Oh wow.
I don't know what that is. You know, like
we talking about like
genres and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
like he.
Or are
knows,
you trying to describe what?
Geometry. Like
that's what I thought. I was like, nah, I don't even like math, bro. You know, like I'm an English guy.
English rock is very different, right? U2 and stuff like that.
Yeah. What is math?
Math rock is music is just math, right? You're like on.
No.
Are you against that?
No, it's not that I'm against it. It's just not like right. I'm sorry. Elaborate.
It is. I mean, it is.
So tempo.
Right. You have tempo. You have quarter notes, half notes, whole notes, and then you have math in the music theory of it. So like melodies and counter melodies, and you could probably create. It probably won't be like a pop song, like a great song, but you could probably create a song just by making an equation. Do you know what I mean? By filling out an equation.
Right.
So math rock is taking that technicality of mostly the music theory and the melody, and they rock out like that, like a lot of like crazy chords and you know.
Wow.
I'm trying to think of bands. As I was saying that, I was trying to think of bands specifically. I don't know any. I don't really listen to math rock, so I don't know any bands like off the top. But
Nickelback, right?
Nickelback,
they're
number
definitely they're all math rock band.
Exactly.
U2. Right? No.
Right.
To go on the math is music thing. I went to a studio. My friend was doing this recording. He had studio musicians come in. It's first time being around those dudes. Those dudes are out there. They're studio musicians because they can't communicate with normal people. So he's playing his song,
It's a compliment.
and I look over, and the dude's writing 1, 2, 1, like just writing numbers.
Yeah.
What's he doing? And he goes in and he plays the song exactly the way it was supposed to sound. I was like, how did he do that? And that's when I realized it is math.
I've always been super impressed with people who could sight read. I've never seen this piece of music in my life. I'm gonna just sit right here in front of this, and I'm gonna just like reading, literally reading. Right? They're reading the music and they're executing it with their fingers, and it's just like, yep, all right, and then the next show, right?
Insane.
And then just keep it going, right? It is crazy. I mean, it's funny. We were kind of loosely talking about studio musicians when Jake was on, because those dudes are very much a different breed, right? They're a different type of you. I'm not trying to say that in an insulting manner in any way. It's more just like their skill set is like so dialed in.
Yeah.
Right.
It's very.
So have you had Mike, through your travels, have you had the opportunity to meet up or kind of get to know any of these studio musicians over your journeys?
Yeah, I know a few from Nashville, not as many in LA, but you know, I've come across them, and it's usually in the studio. I feel like they have like an underground, and they just go wherever studio musicians go. They're not in the world. Because I lived in Nashville for a while, and like you see everyone out. It's not that big of a town, you know. You see the same people, but then You get in the studio and you're like, where'd this dude go? Where is he during all the other music events?
Right. You know, I don't know why I thought of this, as you said, underground, where they go. You know, it's going to sound so stupid, but like you pull up to the bank teller ATM and there's like the pneumatic tubes.
Yeah.
So they're just like giant human-sized pneumatic tubes moving the studio musicians.
That's what they do.
Just go right to the next studio.
No diss to any studio musicians. They're probably not watching this because
they're underground.
Yeah, they're underground.
Under a rock, literally.
All right, I'm sorry. Eddie, can we get a clean take of that sound effect, please?
You put me under pressure.
That's it. Okay, that was good. That was good.
That is it.
Nailed it. Well
People
done.
still go to banks like that and like put the.
You know,
I wouldn't even know what to do. Like,
that's exactly how I feel, dude.
like,
Cash.
Can I have my money? Yeah. You just throw your money out, like, put this in there.
What's your bank account number? I don't know.
I tell you what, man. So I worked. So full disclosure, I worked at a bank many years ago in a different life, and I was exposed to the pneumatic tube system firsthand.
That's what it's called.
Pneumatic tubes.
Okay,
Yeah,
I didn't even know it was called.
It's like air something.
Okay,
Air driven.
Right.
Whatever. I can't articulate it at all, but go ahead and Google that.
Yeah.
It is as fun as it looks. It really is. It's like, back in the days of, I don't know if these still exist, honestly, but like, you guys remember passbook savings accounts? I'll see you guys.
That's the end of it.
I see y'all are making me feel real old, and I'm not that old. All right, so
You remember dinosaurs? It's around the same time as it.
So anyway, passbook. So all right, so let me talk to you real quick about passbook savings accounts. It's literally, think of a passport.
Mm-hmm.
The passport is your ATM card. So you want to withdraw money from the bank, you need to have this thing with you. Otherwise, you cannot access your account. Whoa. You can't just be like, let me write this. Not because the ledger of the transactions are printed on the book. So if you don't have the book, it's like it didn't happen.
Right.
So, and that's how old I am. I remember putting that thing inside the pneumatic tube, sending it off to customers back. Anyway.
Wow.
There's your banking minute there.
Yeah,
sorry, guys. You said underground, and that's where my brain went. I apologize.
Awesome. This has been a banking minute.
All right, so Mike, I saw you recently on your story. Correct me if I'm wrong. I thought I saw you like in a studio. It looked kind of lit. There was some music happening. I mean, not lit like people were wasted. Lit like it looked like there was high energy in the room.
Yeah.
It wasn't the concert.
Was it a concert?
I did go to a concert recently though. That was dope.
Tell us about that.
Saba. Yeah.
Oh.
Saba is probably my favorite. I can't even say little kid rapper anymore because he's older. Mm-hmm. But he was like 18 when I first heard him. He's 28 now, which is crazy. Yeah, but he's like my favorite from that generation. Him, Joey Badass. What was his name?
You like Chance the Rapper? Because that's like his homie.
Yeah, he's cool. Yeah, that's how he got really put on to the world.
His name is Saba?
Yep, Saba.
You'd mess with him.
You would love him.
I think.
Why would I not? I don't know who that is. I know Chance. I know who.
Saba was on Angels.
He was on Angels. Yeah.
With Chance the Rapper.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Check him out.
For all of those following along on Name That Hip Hop Band Bingo, the letter O.
Yeah.
Right.
Flush that down the toilet, you guys. Tell me more about Saba.
I was ready to name a band with O. Like I could do that, yo.
Flat out going.
Shannon,
I was flat out going Outcast.
Yo, yeah, that's easy.
Yeah, that was
that's
gonna be easy. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
What else was O?
O could be
Oliver North. Is that a reach?
Sounds like
just a tad.
I mean, we're in the ballpark.
I mean, yeah. Omarion.
Omarion.
There you go.
Okay,
that's good. Yeah.
Go ahead. You gotta get one.
Old Town.
Wow. Whoa.
We referenced that on that other podcast.
You did, yeah. Bringing it around. All right, now I have to name one because you took Outcast. That's fine. That's fine. Let's see here. Come back to me. I'm gonna get. I'm gonna blurt it out, yo.
Oh gosh, Mike, thank you so much for joining us, man. We really do appreciate it.
I love being here.
Last time we had you on, we were back in the crib.
Yeah.
So I was
you guys got an upgrade.
A little bit of an upgrade.
Yeah.
Again, shout out to. No, I'm just kidding.
1-3 me.
No, seriously, man. I think for us,
Yes.
doing this, I think just kind of, it was like it was leveling up on so many different levels. I hate to use the word again, but like it was just both like psychologically, execution of doing this, rebranding, like everything. You know, it's just like, hey, we're doing this. Okay, let's actually do it. Right? Let's actually do it. And like I can't tell you like the amount of times I've heard the story of our earlier episodes were so bad or whatever, like a million podcasts. Like everybody starts off somewhere.
You got to work through it. Yeah.
And you got to grow your thing, whatever the thing is, whether it's music, whether it's sports, whether it's whatever it is. Like you have to start somewhere. And I think I think everybody's heard that advice 1,000 times. Just start. But like not a lot of people actually do, as it turns out. Which is
Especially
weird.
with podcasts. So, discovery's tough. So people get discouraged by numbers. Yeah. Just got to do it. This is just hanging out, which is cool. You know?
Yeah.
Yes. So go piggyback off to you. It's again, it's when you come to a podcast. To me, when I want to listen to a podcast, is to people to sit down and actually disagree. What I mean by that is, to me personally, let's say for example, Eddie brings up Kanye West.
I never do that.
Of course not. And somebody will be like, I don't like that guy. I don't think, because a lot of people feel that Kanye West is supposed a genius. I know a lot of people, they're like, that guy's an idiot. That guy's this. He's not a genius. But when it comes to music, I truly, honestly believe he is a musical genius. When it comes to music, I don't agree with everything he does, but this take of calling Kanye a musical genius or whatever that is can really rub other people the wrong way that really like music.
Yeah.
Really
It's quick too.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
So they're like, because, and that's the part when a podcast can bring that out of people with sense, not just hate. Because that's another thing. You can tell when somebody's hating on an artist without giving any facts. It's like, why do you feel that way? You just say, I don't like this artist, and that's it. It was like, well, why don't you like this artist? What is it about that artist? So I like podcasts, and when you can just go, you can talk, you can be open freely, but with not just hate, with common sense.
Yeah.
Right.
Bring it out, and that's how I learn about the other side of the story, or the face, you want to call it, because it's very easy to be like, oh yeah, I agree with you. Oh yeah, that guy's amazing, this, that, and the other. But what about the other side of this coin? You know, what do they think? And that's usually what I like to talk to people and come to disagreement so I can actually learn more about their side of the story. So with that being said, I was going to ask you, I saw a video of you throwing Future's magazine, GQ magazine, away in the trash.
Ooh.
This is where I was going this long-winded story with.
Yes.
Because I'm sure there's a lot of people out there. First of all, the magazine said best rapper.
Alive.
Okay. Right. So
Yes.
Right now, that's
He's
something.
not even the best rapper in Springfield. Man.
Yikes.
Wow.
I didn't. You're choked. All right. So that's exactly what I want to get to, is that you have a very strong opinion about Future. A lot of people, I like Future. I wouldn't call him the best rapper alive, but I do like Future. Like when I was at the gym, I was like, all right, let me hear it out. Which, by the way, I think the gym is a perfect time if you want to do a music listening session. Just put it on, because you're going to be there for like an hour, hopefully. Put it on and just listen to it.
Yeah.
So I listened to the Future, and I didn't skip one song. I liked it. I'm not saying that I was like, this is the best shit to date. No, it's just I liked what he brought at the gym. So I was at the gym. I was trying to get amped.
Gym Bob.
And it worked. So am I biased because I was at the gym and I was feeling that kind of vibe at the gym? I was in the mood. Could be. But I didn't mind. I think actually I liked the album. That's what I'm trying to say. So I know I saw you throw away the magazine. My question to you is, have you heard or listened to the album as of yet?
No.
You haven't? Okay.
No. And it wasn't so much the album. It was just that it said he was
The statement.
the best rapper alive. And the fact that I don't even know where the GQ came from. I didn't order nor pay for GQ. And that was the first time I got it. So it was like somebody was playing a prank on me. I was like,
got it.
somebody knows. that this is gonna upset me and put it in my mailbox.
Got it.
It was Future.
Yeah, I may have. Like, there's times you need to get through a workout and you just need something ignorant. And Future makes ignorant music. That's cool.
Yes.
It was just the best rapper alive, and that's just a wild. Does he even rap?
So go.
He's not even a rapper alive.
Wow. So going back to that, to the best rapper alive statement. What is a requirement to be considered a best rapper alive to you? Because obviously that pissed you off.
Yeah.
And that made you believe that no, this is not even that close to being considered a best rapper alive. So what do you have to be or do or accomplish to be considered a best rapper alive?
I think it has to be like twofold, because if I was to say best rapper, I'd probably like say Sky Zoo or somebody like that who's just like a lyricist, and they can rap better than a Jay-Z, but you couldn't ever say that because Jay-Z he puts together albums and has made him famous and put him to that level. So it's so hard to just say best rapper. I'm like, if it was just like lyrics and like sales or song didn't matter.
Say like Elzai.
Yeah, Elzai and Sky
I mean?
Zoo. Those two are Blue. He's a Cali dude.
Oh,
those
Blue.
dudes, yes. Those dudes are rappers. But if you were like best rapper alive, I mean, you got to say Jay-Z. You have to say those people who put together albums. And that has something to do with it too.
So you think albums is a big reason to be considered one of the best rappers alive? I
think you have to, yeah. You have
okay.
to put that together.
What about you, Eddie? When it comes to that, to being considered, does your work have to matter?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Because I have a two-part question. Because
yeah.
When people do ask about rap and the best rappers, usually the top two may have what? 2 albums, which is Tupac and Biggie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They died early. People didn't know what they did to the music culture, but they didn't have a lot of albums.
Yeah.
But they are considered by many as top-tier best rappers of all time. Not to a lot of people, but to many.
Right.
So with that being said, what is the requirement to you?
First, for the letter O, speaking of Future, the good Future, odd Future.
Wow! Yes.
Made it. I made it.
Yep.
Good job.
And it's in your realm.
It's right in my wheelhouse. Yeah. Segueing back to Future.
Yep.
Or just in general, the best rapper. I think that there are many attributes that have to be checked off or like rated. And we kind of talked about this before,
Yep.
like lyrics, prolifery, business venture, like maybe not business, maybe, I don't know. I guess that doesn't quite matter. Sales is more specific to being like an artist, a rapper. So like sales, prolifery, meaning like with the amount of work you have. So it doesn't always mean like you made so much. Yeah. With the amount of work you have, you did a lot. So that's why I think Biggie and Pac get a pass on that, because they only had 2 albums, but they were prolific. You know, they made waves.
They're still talked about.
They're still talked about today. Which is influence, I think, is a little bit separate than prolifery, because prolifery is like how effective your albums were, where influence is like just in general. Lyrics, what else did I say? Lyrics, sales, and then like style, which I think isn't just visual style, but like beat choices. Because like Nas is up there, but he takes a massive hit, except for recently. He's gotten better. His last 2 are like what I've been wanting to hear from him. But he takes a little hit on his style because his beat choice, his production.
Same thing with J. Cole. Early J. Cole was the same way. I'm like, man, just somebody else make a beat for him.
Is it kind of sidebar, because I don't want to derail too far, but with respect to beat choice, is that like I'm going to ride or die with this style of music, essentially? Like, I don't want to change?
I think Nas was like super... I'm not sure. I had theories. Like, I think he was like trying to not, almost like what you're saying, but the opposite. I think he was trying not to fit in this box, because he easily could have gotten DJ Premier beats easily. Yeah, Primo would have given him shit, and who else did he work with that? Like anybody, like really anybody would have given him beats. Kanye would have given him beats, and he just was like, nah. And it's not even that he didn't work with producers. He just picked like not great beats with these producers. I don't know. So I don't know why he did that, but I feel like Some people like Earl Sweatshirt. I don't know if you know Earl Sweatshirt from Odd Future.
Earl,
Another segue. Earl, you can tell he kind of was like bitter at like the popularity and like being pop. So he went as not pop as he could, even though I don't think he's forcing. I think that was within him. Yeah. But you know what I mean? He did it very much to spite pop. So maybe that is something that they do.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel that, because it's like, hip hop, it's like anti-pop kind of, but also it is pop because it's popular culture.
Yep. Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. So it's both.
Yeah.
Especially in the 90s, that was like a big thing.
Oh my God.
You didn't want to be,
Yeah. You can't be too shiny,
Right.
You can't be too mainstream.
No one wanted to be like Diddy and Mace and shiny suits and stuff like that. So that was
Speaking of Diddy, X sent me a reel the other day. It was an unreleased track from Diddy.
Yeah, so far as unreleased.
I don't know what it was, but he was doing the classic like Diddy like hand movements in the video, and I was just like, yes, it made me so happy. And then I went down because I don't follow Diddy on Instagram. Let me view your profile and just see what you posted recently, and just like, all right. He's still making millions of dollars.
25.
He really does.
Yeah.
He really does. To be fair, one of the videos was him on a Friday, like, I don't know, somewhere tropical. Some lady's got like a hot towel on his face. She's getting like a massage. And he's just like, fuck it, Friday, man. It's just, like, you got to take care of yourself. I'm like, all right, yeah, Diddy. I get behind that. I just need some of that money, though. That'd be nice. A little bit. Just give me a little bit.
Speaking of which, to piggy off that.
Please.
After Biggie, can you name somebody who became successful under Puffy, other than Biggie?
Like,
and not just a single, but Bad Boy. No, I'm talking about a successful career.
I might go 112. Had a nice lineage.
They got robbed by Diddy a lot. Yes, they had good songs. Not so much. Excuse me. Not so much good songs by Bad Boy. More a career that they weren't robbed, because it just seems that every single artist that Diddy has managed or been under Bad Boy has been screwed over some way, somehow.
Yeah.
The only Diddy. Person to make it out of that is Usher.
I didn't even know he was a Bad Boy.
Yeah, he was signed with Diddy. That first album before, I mean, most people think it's that was the My Way. That was his second album.
Okay.
Really?
His first album was with Diddy.
Yeah, I didn't
know
that.
He got out of that, and then he went to JD. But it was a gap because he was 15, and then I think he was like 18 when the next one came out. So it was like a little time. Yeah.
God.
I know that JD and Diddy were always they were.
Yes.
About
He's the only one to make it out of a Diddy situation.
I didn't know that. Yeah, that's interesting. I learned.
See,
Cassie.
Right.
Got a career. I mean,
modeling.
A little bit more, but
kind of
Cassie
just took her.
Yeah, in general.
I forgot she did music.
Took ownership. Of
her, I forgot she did music.
Bro.
Yeah.
We talk about that?
It was awful.
Because I'm going back to like the. I don't want to go too far off because I know we were like hip hop.
Yeah.
But just the one little. Cassie was with what's his face, Ryan Leslie for a while, right?
Love Ryan Leslie.
So much respect for that dude, and all the other stuff he's done post music, which is like under the radar but still
Superphone's amazing.
Status. Yeah, like that. He's out of control. But she was with him first, and then there was a whole Diddy situation.
Yeah,
and
Diddy took her. Literally,
you're mine now.
Yeah, that's exactly what he did, and it was sad.
Are they
he was hurt. No.
Okay.
Diddy's moved on to different woman already because this is Diddy's thing. This is what he does, and he has no problem admitting this is who he is, and he has been doing this for years. He looks as he has this very pimp-like personality, if you want to call it that. He looks, all right, I like you, boom, you're done. Boom, I'm next.
You're mine.
Nope. No hate, bro. This is your bro. Do what you got to do. But that's how I feel when I see Diddy. It's just like, today this is my lady of the week.
Damn. Wow. So, all right. So to go back, I know we were talking about Nas. We were talking about best rapper alive.
My bad, Diddy.
No. Yeah, no, we're good. It was my fault. But I don't want to derail too much. So you were making the comment about, to answer X's question, giving your criteria for, what qualifies as like, okay, what kind of checks do you have to have in order to be the best rapper alive, right? And I think, granted, super clickbaity magazine cover, obviously, right? They're trying to sell magazines, of course, which is a dying relic of a thing. Like not
it's
a lot of
barbershop. That was like argument for the barbershop.
Okay,
although I don't think anyone's ever arguing
it right on the
future.
table.
Like it's.
But yeah, ludicrous statement to make. Really, it really is. And even myself, like where like I enjoy hip hop and I follow it. I don't follow it that closely. Even I know that that's a ridiculous statement to make because
pretty wild.
It's incendiary.
Yeah,
you're just pissing people off.
It's pretty wild.
So without getting into who's the best rapper alive conversation, because we'll spend literally the entire rest of the day talking about it. Like, what are your maybe like some of the rappers that are alive whose music you enjoy, who are maybe on your playlist more often than some others? Maybe that's a good way to qualify that a little bit.
A subjective top 3.
Yeah, because that's the
3's tough.
Okay. How about 5?
5.
Because like what you're
just
listening
mine,
to,
though.
just you, not like objectively better.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with Saba.
Okay,
right off the rip.
I'm gonna write this down because I'm gonna go ahead and make a playlist.
Yeah. Saba, André 3000, which would be Outkast. You can just put because both of them are dope to me. Who else?
I might hit.
It's hard when somebody just asks you.
I know.
You know?
I know. But you're on the spot.
I'm gonna give you those.
Pin down to 2000 because I got a story about him. But go ahead.
All right.
Yes.
What else can we say? I'm a stan of.
Okay.
Childish Gambino.
Okay.
All of him. Well, and Donald Glover.
Yeah.
So I'll say him.
Can we also pin Childish Gambino?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got 3 so far. Saba, André 3000, and Stan.
I'll do Eddie.
I'm sorry, not Stan. Childish Gambino.
I'll do Eddie and Mission.
Ooh, I like it. I like it.
You gotta have your.
I like it.
Very good. High quality list.
Yes.
X. André 3000.
Yes. He was recently interviewed. I was asking about there's people like you, me, who wants to hear him out. I mean, music, please. It's been so long. And his answer kind of disappointed me because I didn't think he was going to say this. He is very conscious of the music that's going on right now. And what he felt was that his music will not be able to touch people. But to me, it was like, are you more concerned about the young kids listening to your music or your people who are your fans? Because we're waiting for you to come out with music. And to me, when he said that, I was like, is this André? Like, this sounds really young.
Yeah.
To say, I don't want to make music because the kids are not going to feel me.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, because they're young, but yes, we will.
Yeah.
And that's one of the parts.
There's more of us.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's one of the parts when it comes to the genre of rap and hip hop is that I don't like how the greats disappear. But when it comes to like rock or jazz or pop, they could be 60, 70. Hey, we're going on tour next year, sold out.
Yep.
But when it's hip hop, nah, man, I haven't made money in 10, 20 years. My music is not popping anymore, this and the other. And I feel like André 3000 has the capability to throw up an album, a concert right now, and be sold out all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
But to him, it's like, no, my music style right now won't hit with anybody. When I heard that, I just felt sad.
Yeah, that's...
Because I was like, damn, André, I really like you. I really hope you come back with music. But I didn't know you felt that way about the current state of music. Coming from André 3000, how smart he is, I didn't think he would think that way about his music and today's music. So, is there any... I'm going to find that clip because I really want you guys to hear it. But that was the pin that I had about André, so... Throw that out there.
Is the last thing that he put out the the verse on Life of the Party? That's the last thing I remember him.
Yes.
No,
which was pretty fire.
With Beyonce? Was that the one?
No. Life of the Party with Kanye.
Yeah.
Where he talked about his mom.
Yeah. That was probably verse of the year. Maybe it was up there. He was up there.
You know what I mean? He didn't you know.
Again, André 3000. Like that's how I felt. Like when I heard that, I was like, "Are you kidding me right now?" Like I was not ready for it, and I was just like, I need more of this because it was like the quality of what you were listening to was so freaking high, like just like dialed in, razor's edge, super sharp, very witty, intelligent. He's some people are just so gifted, dude.
Yeah,
he murders every
verse
that he gets on.
Even Green Light.
I was gonna
give me the green light. He's still murking, bro.
Probably one of my favorite verses, man. He killed it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with André, because I still remember the Outkast double album.
Yeah.
Which
The
is,
Love Below and Speaker Box.
Speaker Box.
So I was a little confused because again, that was the first time in rap that I seen this, as it was like 2 CDs in one. So I don't know if you guys seen that before. That was done before.
It was 2 different genres.
That's what that's what I'm saying. Like 2 different CDs and then supposedly one. So and then the first time I looked at it, how he was dressed and everything, I was like, what the hell? And then I put it on. And again, I was very. At first, I was like, wait, what am I listening to? But then I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. But it was very shocking at the beginning. I'm not gonna lie, because it was very different at that time. I mean, the bees, him singing, and he was just going off.
I feel like that was in him.
Yeah, he's freeing himself. Like he was loose. This is my time to just be me. So again, it took me a bit, but I definitely caught on. But it took me at the first listen. I was like, ooh, I'm gonna do this again.
Yeah,
this is
tough.
a little tough. But man, it was really fun getting to know that side of Andre. So hopefully he can come out.
That was it for them. I mean, they did the Idlewild soundtrack.
Mm-hmm. That was it.
That had some bangers on it.
But think about
from
inside baseball music, like in terms of royalties on what they made on that album alone. Can you imagine just the amount of? I mean,
probably still. I bet they still. Like,
oh my God, yeah. I mean,
I listen to it. Like I'll go back to it.
Yeah. Like on the one hand, making music because you want to make art, you're creative. You have to output to feel alive, et cetera, et cetera. On the other hand, damn, I made this thing that was so good. I'm set for life, basically. So it's like, I can just do it when I want, right? So like, and that's how like, I mean, whatever. Like any profession, when you ascend to a certain level, you're just, I'm gonna do it when I want to on my terms because I don't have to take every job. I can pick and choose the ones that I want to do. I.e., Life of the Party. They just dropped this one verse. In case you guys forgot who Andre 3000 was, oh, by the way, here it is.
Just circle back to Usher, Confessions. He's never going to be able to top that. But that got into his head, trying to top that, which is I'm kind of glad, like, Andre didn't, he's not forcing trying to top that. He can't. It was new, it was fresh then. Confessions was fire. No skips.
Yeah.
He's never going to be able to do that. It's just the time of the life that he was in, the situations he was in, and he was chasing that, making
Such a good song.
Sorry, I mean, hey.
No, that song, at that time, like you said, he was going through some deep stuff.
Yeah.
And I think that when it comes to music, especially with the R&B side of it, the more deep shit you're in, the more depression, man, kick him out. Because the music, you can tell, because it's coming from a place that was like, I need to get this out. It's like, and when he was singing, I remember when that Usher CD came out, man, again, no skips.
No skips.
Like,
even when they came out with the deluxe and they had like 8 more songs and all those are fire. I'm like, how's he doing this?
It was definitely a classic.
But so Saba, I went to Saba live in Boston, and he was like, oh, I'm glad people were rocking with the new album. He was like, people were kind of dissing it, saying it sounds different than your Care For Me album. And he says, of course, nigga, that was 4 years ago.
Yeah.
That was his response. But that's how it is.
Yeah.
It's like that. Can I say nigga?
That's how it should be, though.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like, see, it's tough, right? Because artists have to cater to, like, all right, am I going to pander to the crowd who, brought me up? Or am I going to be authentic and true to myself and what I'm doing and where I'm at today? And that is, like, the dichotomy that I think every artist faces. Like, going on tour to see the Eagles. Yeah. Like, play Hotel California. I'm like, no, we know.
Yeah.
We want to hear that. But I don't want to play it again.
Yes.
Right? Like, so that's got to be frustrating, but it's also like, well, you made a song that was so legendary.
Yeah, you have to play.
People still want to hear it. But that's the same. That's true. Like you were saying, and this is a great point that you made, of so much of, like, American rock icons, right? Your Billy Joels or like your Claptons or, the Grateful Dead, like still touring, Aerosmith. My God, they were touring for years. Like, don't get that on the hip hop side of things. And I'm curious if that is, this might be subjective, but rock or that type of rock seems to be multi-generational, and hip hop always seems to be right now today.
Well, it's young.
It's still
when you said that, I was like, you have a great point, and I still think that hip hop deserves more. It deserves more love than it has now, but it's young. It's only, 78 was the first hip hop record, right? It's, that's not that we have people who were born then. You know what I mean? Like. So I think in not a few years, I would say like another decade, we might see like people, because again in a decade
it'll be Jay-Z and them.
Exactly. Jay-Z's gonna be doing like, I'm not wishing this upon him. I hope he's still like relevant, but like Vegas, he'll be able to do like Vegas and shit like that.
Yeah. They call those like when you move
residencies.
Residencies. Thank you. Yeah.
Because like R&B, those dudes still tour. Like from 70s, they're still touring, but that also hits multiple different demographic of people.
Yeah.
Like hip hop 78. No one's listening to that.
No.
It's just different, like
right.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That is a great counter argument.
Yes.
Right. It really is.
But Onyx is coming I don't know if they're coming up here.
They went to Greenfield.
Oh, they already went?
I think they already did
see
it.
Onyx. That was 90?
Yeah.
Damn.
I was supposed to open up for them.
Wow.
That show.
Absolutely should have done that.
I couldn't. It was so last minute. Shout out to Hawks and Reed. Literally, it was right after, I don't know, it was right after one of my shows, and the promoter's like, yo, I'm putting you on the bill. And I was like super honored, but I'm like, I don't think I can make it, I can't. Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough. But also, like, I love that you're getting these opportunities to do different things. Speaking of opportunities, now might be a good time to I'll pass this over to you.
Thank you.
To plug the upcoming show that we have here. Eddie, you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yes, sir. This show is at the new The Drake in Amherst, where the High Horse used to be. You guys familiar with the High Horse, everybody? It's like right across from, thank you, X.
There it is.
Yeah, May 14th. I'm pulling up with Taha, Cook Short, AUR, Jalen, Father Hotep's gonna be there. DJ Quill's not gonna be there, but we got U-Star, we got Donnie Dark Pop in the building, and many other people. So pull up.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's awesome, man. I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely gonna be there. Alex is gonna be there as well.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, we're definitely looking forward to it.
I wanted to go to the one a couple weeks ago, but it was started at 11 o'clock. And he texted me, "Where are you going?" I was like,
you're like, no,
I haven't seen 11 o'clock.
I tried.
There's times I wake up at 11.
Yeah, I'm up. I saw the rehearsal though.
Yeah, so you technically saw. Yeah.
I saw. Yeah. Again, the name of the song that I always get the title messed up.
Water Life. Yeah,
Water Life.
You get it right every time, which is the funny thing.
Water Life. When you guys have a chance, I don't know if it's out yet.
Not yet. It will be out. It's on my album. It's
my favorite song so far. It is.
Yeah, Dork is coming soon.
Hit them up on social media and just keep pushing them.
Yeah, there you go.
It's right here. I'll link it right here.
Well, gentlemen, I think it's probably a good time to wrap this show up. Always a pleasure. Mike Williams, thank you once again for coming through. Appreciate it. Where can people find you, young man?
A music nerd on everything. I just changed my Twitter. It was Mike Will I Ams for a while.
Oh, that's a good one.
That was good. I had that since like 07. But so I switched it to
time for a change.
Yeah, it was time for a change. So
we're like Elon Musk bought Twitter.
Yeah,
let me change this.
So now it's a music nerd on everything.
All right, so a music nerd on every social media platform. I love it. All right, guys. Well, thank you again for coming through, listening. Appreciate it. Catch you guys on the flippity flip.
Peace.
Peace.